This is right up, about when we heard the bulls bugling yesterday. We've now climbed, we started yesterday all the way over there. We heard them working up this ridge. We thought there was one in there and tried to get in there on them. No luck, they were already up here. So this morning we worked our way up. We had a bull, get within 40, 50 yards of us, but he came in silent and picked us off. He spooked, but we hope he just spooked back down. There's another herd up top here. We think he might have been just a satellite of that group. So we got as high as we could. I think we're about 11.5 or close to it. We're getting pretty high up there. We just took a break, and now we're hearing bulls firing back off where we heard them right around this time yesterday. So we're gonna pack up and try to get above them a little more and then work our way down into them and hopefully seal the deal today.
Yes. Seal.
Seal.
Let's do it.
We're saving habitat. Hunting elk, we're saving habitat. We're saving the habitat by hunting elk. A few days ago, we're out, several miles back. We found an area with some steep sides and some nice benches. We got up reasonably high, or what we thought was high at the time, and we heard two bulls bugling back and forth. One seemed to be bedded with a cliff behind him. The other was bedded above him. We were listening to them spar back and forth, but we realized that with the wind, there was just no way we could make an attempt at him. So we decided to run back, get on the other side of the ridge and camp out for the night, and next day make our play. We had a pretty rough sleep. We were kind of on a hill and there was bugs everywhere and crap everywhere, and it just wasn't the greatest night, but it was worth it because it's better than pushing them out.
And we slipped right in on them back in the morning. We found one bull that we recognized as bugle immediately, and we're set up, and they were he was coming in. He let out at least 2 bugles, and the second one was closer. And we heard a bunch of cows moving our way, and then the more mature sounding bull sounded off above us, and I ended up making the call. I was like, hey, we need to run up these thermals while they're dropping down on us. Let's move up to this bull. And it wasn't, I don't know if we went 20 yards, and the first bull that had bugled about 10, 12 minutes before busted out right in the middle of us.
Yep. Came in dead silent, and it's funny, it's one of those things that we learned where, you know, you think things are going to shake out one way, you listen to the podcast, you have the experiences, and they want to come downwind, but then all of a sudden when they're fired up, they come right in. And we kind of thought we were doing what we would consider textbook, and it just shows that you can't beat patience, you know, and we probably should have just laid low. But it was still an exciting experience nonetheless, and then we were able to get on another one later in the day, which was just as intense.
Yeah, that afternoon we ended up calling in, I think, that second bull that we had heard that morning, the one that I was trying to move on to, and he came in to about 20 yards. We were running the slow play sequence, and Robert actually went to full draw on him. He was at about 18, 20 yards for him. Just didn't have a shot opportunity presented. That's how it goes.
Funny thing is how this is shaking out is, you know, both times, you know, Mike and I moved to try to get in position on where we thought textbook the bull would come, and both times they did the exact opposite of what we thought. Both times they were working up against the wind, no scent, had no idea we were there, and they went straight to, in theory, what would be our second shooter. At the end of the day, we just want someone to shoot them and make an ethical shot. But in theory, our second shooter had an opportunity on both bulls, which has taught us a lot about moving. The camera was with Mike and I, of course, so we didn't get either bull on camera. But we hope to change that in the morning. We've got our last day tomorrow, and I think we've got them pinned down. We met a great group of guys here at the trailhead.
DIY bow hunters.
No, sorry, I didn't know about
DIY bow hunters.
Yeah, met a great group of guys at the trailhead, DIY bow hunters. Awesome
They're getting
dudes.
it done every year, it seems like. That's for
They've
sure.
been killing them in here. They've shot 2 bulls already, and they've been coming here for about 5 or 6 years. We've only been here for 2, and it sounds like, you know, they know the game plan, the script, and we've been working it. So we're pretty confident for our last morning.
I'm good.
Like first in line all the time.
Eat up, Ralph. Grab a bowl.
I'll go out of my
Get that
house.
bowl to Ralph. Get that bowl to Ralph.
I'm trying to give 2 bulls away.
You take one and give one to Ralph.
Y'all eat.
Be old.
get
It's
my
not
spoon.
even touching this
Here, you get it.
metal right here.
I'm hungry.
Be careful.
But let me get some.
But there's a shit ton of stew.
Yes.